Before we begin, thank you very much to Gary R. for joining the Patreon campaign over at patreon.com/TJOmega. The help is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You guys are literally keeping me doing what I am doing right now, and I am incredibly thankful for it. So, it's still, I'm still in my, low power mode, let's call it. We're still really, really busy at the house. That's probably going to go on for a couple more weeks before I can get back to full speed. So that's why the bigger videos, the top 10s, the stream, like Plastic Addict, etc., have been not happening because I've just not had the time. But hey, we are still going. We are still doing the daily content. I am now at 6 months of daily videos, which I never thought I would ever be capable of. But here we are. But as such, as long as I have to keep things simple on my content streams, there's certain things I look for, and one of those is news, which has been relatively thin lately. So I'm doing something that I never thought I would ever do. I am doing something I have never done before, to my knowledge. It's been 6 months of daily videos. If I've done this, it's not surprising, and just forgotten about it. No, TFcon Los Angeles is going on right now, which means a whole bunch of third-party toys have been revealed via slides. So we're going to take a look at it. I'm not as hard on third party as I used to be. I've bought more third party over the years. I have specific rules when it comes to third party characters. I don't want masterpiece alikes. I don't want I don't want things that I feel like Hasbro would make. I want unique things. I want things that would never be possible if it weren't for a third party company. And I want unique and different. I want them doing different things. So I thought, let's go through and see exactly how many of those different things I would get. So we are on TFW 2005. We are looking at the slideshow presented by the Chosen Prime. The slides are presented by Chosen Prime, not this video. I don't do sponsorships anymore. Let's move on. Banana Force is the first company up. Again, more companies I'm not familiar with. They come and go every year. There's a dozen new companies, and then a dozen companies go away. I don't know how third-party collectors keep track of them all. But Banana Force does all of the basically super good action masters is what they do. They don't do transforming figures. They just do action figures. And they did one of Fire Convoy or Super Fire Convoy. And now they're moving on with God Jinrai, which does look really cool. I don't know how this works, though. I don't know how they managed to get away with something that Transformer fans have seemed to universally pan every time I've ever seen it. Transformers that don't transform. I'm not sure how they found a fan base for this, but apparently they did, because they are continuing with another design. It looks nice. It looks cool. I just, if I'm getting a God Jinrai, I want it to transform. All right. Half the Battle Toys, which is pushing the copyrights, I feel. There's a lot here that are pushing the copyrights a lot more than they used to. But they are doing a Hiss Tank Soundwave. It's just concept art for now, but it already looks a little bit more like how I wish the official G.I. Joe Transformer was done. Blends the two a little bit better. Incorporates the parts of the Hiss Tank more. I feel like this is a much better direction. They've already designed a 3D printed Hound prototype. It's about a comparable size to the Masterpiece. I'm not sure about the blockhead. I think it still needs a few layers of sculpting before they send this off to a factory. But yeah, it apparently about Masterpiece scale, but it does fit a 3 3/4 inch GI Joe. He does look a little bit big in there, so it's not quite to scale, but give it a little bit of forgiveness. It actually does work. So okay, I mean that'll be interesting to see when it's in full production version. And then they're doing these, which are super tiny, 6mm size. They're literally calling them Action Masters. Yeah, but super tiny, non-transforming, ball joints everywhere. Where's the comparison photo I saw? Look how tiny Ravage is going to be. Ravage is going to be such a small boy. Yeah, look, so that Spike figure is the one that comes with Masterpiece figures. So it's like this big, and then these things only come up to like its chest joint. I don't know how that's possible, and I don't know how that's going to be sturdy enough to not just break immediately, but they're giving it a shot. So at the very least, they should scale. Yeah, I was gonna say they should scale well with the Arc. So you have that, or Metroplex if you still hanging on to your Metroplex. Iacon 3D Labs. So you just established last year. Didn't know it. For some reason, they are showing off props for NECA Ninja Turtle figures. So it's a whole bunch of sewer layer parts: the table, their couch, their TV. Like I don't know why this is all a thing. I think it's cute that it has the stack of books, so it's nice and accurate. Yeah, I'm not sure why they were showing off Ninja Turtle parts during a Transformer convention, but okay. Uh, Grimlock parts because everyone wanted a freaking like everyone wanted the swords for the 86 Dinobots. Okay, fair. I don't get what the gold head here is. I don't get the reference here if this is in the Grimlock pack. The crown, of course, I get. Grimlock's crown is fine. It's all 3D printed. I don't know if they're called 3D labs, so I'm assuming they're just selling 3D prints and not like sending it to full factory production, which means these are not going to be the smoothest looking things. Yeah, and then he gets his own throne and everything. Oh, okay, so it's like shoulder pauldrons. Okay, it's weird, but okay, we'll roll with it. Acoustic wave, cartoon style chest insert. Um, yeah, so for yeah, okay, so just a cartoon accurate thing for a sound wave. It's not the masterpiece. The masterpiece isn't that smooth. So I don't even know which sound wave this is. Iron Factory. Okay. This one's going to be a little bit more interesting, I feel like. So, okay, so they're doing Sea Spray in their current style, in their classic style. He looks fine. Uh he doesn't look so much like a hovercraft in this one. He looks more like an H tank, but he does have a harpoon, and he is still meant to be a hovercraft, I assume. It's not one I know of. We're getting a sandstorm because apparently now that G2 toy has been unearthed and officially named, now we're just gonna get a whole bunch of sandstorms. So they're breaking out their Seeker mold again. I was tempted to pick up one of their little Seekers. I never got around to it. I never could decide which one I would actually want. And their Samurai Drift, which I guess is just Drift, really. Looking nice, looking very nice. Yep, slightly Bugatti, but just far enough to avoid copyright. Here we go. I like this like wandering Ronin look that Lockdown's got going on. He looks well, I mean, it's Lockdown, so of course it's going to look cool, but this actually does look like super cool. Like I might actually be down for this one. And yeah, the vehicle mode. Vehicle mode looking very, very nice. I'm wondering how much of like classic Lockdown engineering is in here. Like I'm wondering that even at the legend scale that they produce at, if he's still gonna be super tall. Like that's because I feel like it's not Lockdown unless it's like towering over everybody else. See, Iron. I see. Okay, so they showed off their. This is their Iron Samurai series. Now, this is the kind of stuff that's more interesting to me. Like they're taking Transformer designs, they're giving it a samurai approach, so they get away with some interesting aesthetics. Here we have Prowl and animated Prowl, and because we're going samurai, we can actually get away with that without making him a motorcycle. I actually think it looks really, really good. Like I would be totally down for a modern Prowl figure to just be redone in black and gold with that animated style head. Of course, blue streak and smokescreen on the way as well. Here we go. When I talk about unique that Hasbro would never do, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. This looks absolutely awesome. If you can get away with, if you have enough engineering talent to not only do a fully transforming figure, but to also do a fully transforming figure that incorporates samurai armor, that's impressive to me. We will admit samurai armor is made of very large panels that typically hang off the hips or the shoulders, so they are using it as a way to cover up the use of panels and kibble, but it's a clever way of doing that, so I will still give them credit. And this looks absolutely awesome. The only thing, like, this is the kind of thing that makes me really wish they did larger scale, because if this is like Voyager or Leader class, this would be like amazingly cool. But as is, it's going to be like pocket sized, sits on your desktop, and looks super cool. This one I'm actually interested in. This one I'm gonna actually go for. So okay, so then they're doing Ratchet and Ironhide. And those I definitely get the samurai vibe from. Those I definitely get the samurai vibe from, and of course, like classic color drift as well. See, yeah, more of their legend, more of their little mini bots, Outback and Brawn are on the way. And this shot of prototypes I can't quite identify. It looks like one of their prowl. It looks like one of their prowl retools in the middle. Um, yeah, and that's gonna yeah, and there's one. There's Brawn. I don't know who the two on the end are. I see Inferno. Yeah, they're just like a little bit too vague in detailing on there. I don't know what the point of these is. I know there's anime fans out there that just like cute girls and moe designs, and but it's just I don't. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm just gonna say it's not for me. I'm gonna move on. This is for me. This is for me. I don't know. I don't know why that such a good looking Lio Kaiser is going to be in legend scale and not like a full size, like like size comparable with my combiner war figures. These look fantastic. And like I don't normally go for third party combiners anymore just because they're so expensive, but it just looks so solid and chunky. Like he just looks like a powerhouse. Like why can't we get an actual Lio Kaiser that's this good? Why can't I get a large one that's this good? Why can't I get an official one that's this good? If you can create the engineering that makes this work at this size, why can't Hasbro? Why hasn't Hasbro? Mm, mm. This I'm definitely keeping my eye on. I want to see the individual bots more, but man, if this is what it looks like when it's all said and done, it's gonna be so good. Oh boy. Bingo Toys, another one I've never heard of. And they're apparently doing movie series, or Bumblebee movie series, I should say. Ironhide in prototype. I do like the movie designs. I do. Do these even transform? I don't see any kind of parts or kibble. This is either like the smoothest I've ever seen, or it's transforms into an armored car. Really? I'm adequately impressed. That does not look like it transforms at all. I thought I was looking at another action figure line. See, okay, and they're doing a wind blade, insane wind girl, wind girl. Okay, I don't mind the design. I kind of like the energy blades for wings. That gives her a neat look. Uh, yeah, hopefully not too sexed up because I do see like curves and belly button. Uh, but we'll see how she turns out. I'm not gonna criticize too much. Planet X. Okay, this company I know. This company I know. They produce I remember them producing big uh, Fall of Cybertron city bots that are still lingering at Big Bad. That's how I know them. I also know them for this super good IDW Grimlock that they got. I never picked up the because it's just too much money. I'm trying not to spend like ridiculous amounts of money anymore. But everything I saw about their IDW Grimlock said it was a fantastic toy. So yeah, not surprising that they're doing it again. G2 colors this time. I'm not sure. I don't definitely don't like it as much as I like the silver. Um, yeah, just uh, it's not bad. It's not bad. The thing is, it's literally just one color difference. So like it's a little bit plain for me, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm still a fan. Still a fan. I grew up with a G2 Grimlock. It works. Ah, hello, Victory Leo. So they did a Star Saber. I did not go in on that because I figured between the Masterpiece and the HasLab, I'm pretty covered on Star Saber. But he does look good. Does look good. Give him credit. Does look nice. Yeah, he's as big as Star Saber, which I don't think that's generally how that's supposed to work. Generally, he's a little bit smaller, so he doesn't weigh down Star Saber so much. The Lion mode is ridiculously well armed, but that's kind of how Lio Kaiser, I'm getting my Lios mixed up. Victory Leo, that's how Victory Leo works, so we're giving that to him. See, this is why I don't think he should be that big, because in the combined jet mode, he just looks too big, too bulky. The combined robot mode, I'm of two minds here. I do like that there's more visual change and impact than standard. I don't actually like Victory Saber that much because it's just adding boots and a backpack that barely changes how Star Saber looks. I don't really get like a upgrade vibe from the two combined. It's why I've never gotten a G1 Victory Leo for my G1 Star Saber. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it should. And this, I think, is a step in the right direction, but I still don't like. There's certain aspects I still don't like. I wish that the leg armor kind of came up on the front of the leg rather than on the back, which is it's basically just hiding kibble parts. And I don't like how wide it makes the shoulders. I think some additions to the shoulders would be good for Victory Leo armor, but not like this. It's just like stuff hanging off his arm at that point. You know, and it doesn't really look like it's adding to him. It just looks like it's stuck to him. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I do like adding the lion head to the chest. That's very classic design. That I go for. Um, I don't know, not so much the rest of the changes. Like I feel like there's a perfect upgraded version of the Victory Saber combination that is still eluding people, third party or otherwise. Right, Fans Hobby. Let's see. Okay. They're doing a hose head. We're this far down in the list of characters that haven't been done yet that we're doing Headmaster Juniors. He doesn't look bad though. He doesn't look bad. All right, so someone's doing okay. They're doing Pyro, so we're going Euro G1 as well. Give me a Rapido. Someone in third party, give me a Rapido. I do think it's cool that it has a cockpit. That's like an opening spot in the front for his headmaster. Is that a headmaster? No, it's just a tiny driver. What the? I don't know. That threw me off. It's like wait. Since when did Pyro have a headmaster? All right, and yeah, Commander E, Fans Hobby is doing Energon Optimus to follow up their Armada Optimus. Everyone has sent me pictures of this. Everyone sent me pictures of the third-party Cybertron Optimus that's come out. I'm not sure if I want that one or not. It looks good, but I don't know. It takes away the chunky, heavy aesthetic that I like that Optimus Prime for. This still looks good. This still looks good. This looks good. They've actually made it they've made it much smoother in design. He doesn't look so like pudgy and out of shape in the base robot mode. He still looks fine in the combined mode. Let's see. Yeah, the submarine's a little bit chunky. I wish that was a little bit smoother, but and then yeah, the helicopter's a little chunky too. But I guess all of them were a little bit chunky, weren't they? All right, so yeah, it looks fine. It does do a trick with the trailer that I actually like, where the trailer is modular and it can come apart in sections, and so you can rearrange it to be all four horizontal, all four vertical. You know, however you want to design his trailer's base mode, which I think that's a really good touch. That's something the original toy definitely should have been able to do. Fans toys. All right, we're doing a blaster. Looks like he's got die-cast parts on him. Alternate toy head, good call. I don't know, like Blaster feels like one that's been covered plenty of times. Like this is where I get a little bit bored with third parties. Like, haven't we done Blaster already? Haven't we done Masterpiece Blasters forever? He looks fine. He looks fine. He's got tapes too. Steel Jaw's here. Steel Jaw looks good. All right, Ram Horn. Yeah, no argument about Ram Horn here. I like how they had to put two of these guys. They had to show that there's two of them for eject and rewind, even though they're the identical mold. There's literally no reason to show two of them, but hey, all the credit to them. Yep, comparable size, a little bit taller than the other boys. That cup is one of those third-party toys I almost got and skipped. And I kind of wish I didn't, because a really good a really good masterpiece cup is something that's probably never going to happen. But like, it looked really, really nice. Moon Studio. Okay, oh, right, I remember these slides. So Moon Studio is doing exactly what Takara should be doing with the train bots and their Raiden project. They are just showing off all of them all at once, so you know what you are investing in when you start buying these guys, and that's exactly the transparency Takara needs to have with that set. When you have this ridiculously expensive set of combining robots and you're not showing me what I'm going to be building up. You don't show me what I'm eventually spending my money on. I'm going to be over $1,000 into a set of toys without knowing that it's going to be good when it's all together. No, just show it here. Show it off. No, don't be so discreet about it. Okay, the orange one there in the middle, this kind of looks like a little bit rickety transformation there. But the others look fine. They look like really nice trains. I'm not like a train buff or anything. Like these kind of trains are just look like boxes to me. I'm like just very train unknowledged. Like I like the look of like the Astro Train style, like steam locomotive. Like those look cool to me because they're like big, huge, like machines with all the visibles, with all the machine parts visible. These are just boxes and bullet trains. Okay, links in train mode, obvious. And then Radiatron looking phenomenal. Like this looks absolutely great. You know, if Takara's comes out looking similar to this, well, I mean, of course it will look similar, but if it comes looking close to this, and just like how solid it is, they will accomplish something. This is nice. I would like to see if there's more articulation in the shoulders here, because it doesn't look like the arms are moving outward much in any of these shots. But it does look really, really nice. Yep, it's all right. Very, very, very good. Gang Toys, another one I don't know and I've never heard of. They're doing something weird, though, and something concerns me. So, they're doing a Predaking too, and I'm so bored of Predakings. This is third party hitting the same problem modern Hasbro has, where they just keep hitting the same characters over and over and over and over again. We've been doing Predaking since third party began. Hasbro's done their own Predakings since, and they're still doing more Predakings. I mean, I know it's a popular design. I know there's popular characters, and like, seriously, how many more? How many more? It's so exhausting. But they're doing something interesting, and it has nothing to do with Predaking himself. It's to do with his additional parts, because this transforms into the feet of Predaking, these guys. And you can see they have like a wolf aesthetic to them. I believe that, yeah, they have a fully realized wolf mode. I do have my concerns with turning these big blocks that these huge combiners have to rest on into figures with individual like small parts that with tabs holding itself together. It feels like there's going to be a ton of weight bearing down on these pieces, and I really wonder how much it can handle. But I'm going to assume they've designed it with that in mind. I'm going to give them a little bit of faith that, you know, they haven't just created something that's going to break itself very easily. But I do think it's a cool idea to turn those like combiner chunks into like individual like figures and characters of their own. You know, and it just looks super cool in the silver too. I don't get the silver razor claw. That's a little bit odd. The other odd thing about this to me is they've added characters to the lineup. It's not just the wolf, it's not just those things. We have like a full-sized wolf as well, and then we have a gorilla. So I'm assuming their way, because the Predaking problem is that midsection. Like the original toy like Predaking is supposed to be 5 Predacons that are all the same size that's still combined. Well, that leaves a problem with the torso being much smaller than it's supposed to be. How do you compensate for that? And Hasbro, I liked Hasbro's solution. It left them a little bit thin in the waist, but I like their solution. Every third-party toy I think is covered in different ways. Sometimes, usually they just make Razor Claw bigger, but this is apparently creating auxiliary figures that just fill in the bulk, which is another interesting idea. And yeah, like there's no argument. Like it's a cool-looking Predaking. But it's just yet another stylized Predaking. Like, geez, how many can you do before collectors just get sick of buying the same orange and red animals? I don't know. This is where I just beg third party to do different things and try and go in different directions, which is why I like seeing like an Energon Prime pop up. And here we go again. We're just doing more Constructicons. I'm not even gonna like waste my time. It's just an animated and it's just animation accurate Constructicon. Oh, they're doing a Metatron. We're getting super close on those copyrights, guys. That's probably not a great thing. It's probably not a great thing. NX Transbot. Okay, this is another company I know. They're just doing more Devastators, more combined. So sick of that. Devastator was literally one of the very first third-party toys, and they just were done to death. Stop it. You're doing a repaint in. You're doing a remolded Scoop. That I approve of. Toy accurate and comic book accurate, assuming so. Nice IDW reference, but also just a nice way of reusing the mold. Like this would actually get me to buy it individually. Okay, we're touching on throttle bots again, which is nice. I don't know why the robot mode's blurry here. I don't think there's any real reason to do that. Alternate heads being shown off as well, always nice. Here we have. Okay, so we have a night beat as well. Just to point out, we have a night beat as well. Not bad. G2 trailer coming in March. Elagos. I don't know what an Elagos is. Mastermind. All right, Mastermind. I know very well. All right, so they're doing another version of their like not Batman, except this time it's more classic color tones, which is a nice way of getting that toy out again. Still keeping with the same theme and just not infringing on the original exclusive. So not bad, not bad, not bad. A little bit. I've seen people call it low effort, but I think it also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and it's still like I've got that as Rat Bat, and it's a super cool toy and super cool design. Yep, and another exclusive Drifter. I believe this one's an exclusive somewhere. I think I got the Cliff Jumper in this one, and I wasn't actually that impressed. But again, there's so many like third-party Cliff Jumpers at this scale, I might be misremembering. I really don't care at this point. The Dimensions Bridge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wish I had gotten the female Tarn. That actually looked good. That actually looked interesting. This terrifies me. This looks horrifying. It's like we've rule 63'd Armada Megatron, and I'm not comfortable with that. Not gonna knock it if you're into it, but whew, it's a heck of a shock to end on. So yeah, outside of the Iron Factory offerings, there's not a whole lot that I would personally jump on here. I'm sick of the combiners being redone over and over. I'm not huge on the train bots. The G.I. Joe crossover stuff, maybe if it comes out well. I don't know. But general thoughts and opinions, like that gets you a little bit where my like third party brain lies these days. So I don't know what you got out of this. Hopefully you got something. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around and supporting the channel. Remember, you hit like and subscribe on the way out just to help out my metrics. And hopefully I will see you next time. Probably not going to be third party, but hey, it'll be something. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.